Yo, what up? It's the host with the most. I am BD.
And this is your host, Blanca Gabbana.
And each and every Monday, we killing your airways from 3 to 4, so make sure y'all lock in.
Yes, indeed. Right now, we have the money team's own OG. Shabazz The OG is in the building. What's going on? How you feeling on this rainy day?
I'm feeling rainy.
Feeling rainy. Feeling rainy.
Man, the rain sucks, but we need it though.
Yes, indeed.
We need it. It's good. It's good for the, it's good for the earth. It's good for the crops we got to eat. So
absolutely.
I mean, it was hot on the weekend though. You said Saturday, right? It was hot Saturday. It was hot. Yeah. Nice and hot for you.
Yeah, it was definitely nice. It was nice enough to scale down a building.
Oh yeah, I saw. More power to you, my bro.
Tell them why were you scaling down the building? Tell them what the cause was for.
Why I did it, or what
were you there initially for?
I initially just came down here to support Freeway.
Yes.
Okay. Free my man. He suffered from kidney failure, and the Kidney Foundation was doing this event where, they were taking volunteers to scale down the Hyatt Regency down here in Baltimore in the harbor. I was just coming to be supportive, man. I was in Philly. He was driving from Philly. I hadn't seen him in a while. Mm-hmm. Ride down with my brother. I didn't have no intentions on climbing down no building. That was all Wallow 267. Yes. Wallow, WALLO.
Find him.
267. Go follow him. You'll see how crazy he is.
He is.
That was Wallow's idea. Wallow prompted me into, and then they designed it where a girl went before me.
Okay, yeah, I feel.
They put a female in front of me, so strategically designed it so I couldn't back out. So I had to do it.
You're a better man. I would have backed out. She can have it. She can have it.
Listen, I was on the top of that roof, and what they do is when they tell you to turn around and put your back to the edge and walk back, so you on the edge with your back to the ledge.
Right.
Oh nah.
That was my moment of, I'm not getting ready to do this, but we so stupid. This pride that we got. Mm-hmm. First thing came to my mind after I said I'm not doing this, I'm like, but that girl just did it. Dummy. And I did it. But it was cool though.
It was a great experience.
No, I was scared to death. I was ready for it to be over, and I'm not doing that again.
So could you honestly say it's one of the most scariest things you ever had to do?
Besides get on the plane, yeah.
Oh my God. So you just scared of heights?
No, I'm not afraid of heights at all. I'm just I guess I could say, I just like, even though God is in control, I like feeling like I got control of something.
Yeah, right.
Once I'm in that air on a plane, I don't know what the pilot been through with his wife or her husband. You woke up today and said, you know what, I'm just going to end it all for everybody. As soon as we get 30,000 feet, it's over. Like, I don't be knowing, man, because your life is literally
in
somebody else's hands. No. But then again, you just have to, I'm Muslim, so I believe, I believe in the law. So, you have to just understand, like,
go by faith.
Technically, your life is in their hands, but realistically, it's not.
Yes.
So, I still be scared, though.
Still be scared. That's what I asked you. I asked him on Saturday. I was like, were you nervous? He said, no, I wasn't nervous. I was scared.
It's different. It's a big difference.
You're nervous when you're going to give a speech.
Right.
You're nervous when you're going to propose and all that. That's a different type of feeling. It was 15 stories, man. 15 joints.
See, I'm scared of heights. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah, you can't be playing around.
You can't be playing around at all.
Yeah, you can't be playing around.
At all.
So who is Shabazz The OG? Who is Shabazz The OG?
Who is Shabazz The OG? I mean, I've been the individual forever. Like what y'all see me doing on the internet, on social media and on this tour, like this is who I am. This is who I've been. Like this didn't start from the social media aspect. Like this is not something that I created. It just so happens that the platform allowed people to really see how I give it up. Because I talk like that in my regular life. Okay. I always kind of been like a go-to guy for a lot of my friends with advice and my brothers and sisters. Like I always been a cool dude to kind of bounce things off of because, I give pretty decent advice. I'm kind of, I'm very open-minded.
Right.
So I tend to look at everything Like, I'm one of those people, like, if I get into something, at some point, whether it's in the beginning, the middle, the end, at some point, when the smoke clear, I'm going to ask myself, all right, now, what did you do to contribute to that? Because I don't mind apologizing. I don't mind saying, you know, my bad. I don't mind saying, because I don't mind checking people.
Right.
Like I'm a checker. Like, I don't mind. Like, I'm going to check you. So if you carry that type of tone, then you have to be able to be checked.
Right.
Primarily by yourself. So
Right.
Shabazz The OG is the Instagram name, but the person been around for 49 joints. You know what I'm saying?
49.
He looked
joints.
like 49.
God.
Yeah, 49. You did?
You did. Well, if you just tuning in, we have TMT, which is the money teams, on Shabazz The OG. Let's get into our first caller. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear from you, hear what y'all putting down. But I just wanted to let you know that he said he was a religious man. I mean, he keeps up with the Bible and all. And it brought to mind when he said that. I said, I think maybe he can help me out a little bit. It said on there about, I think someone asked Jesus, how many times should you forgive your brother? And I think he said seven times. And I think Jesus said to him, 70 times 7. Now, when I get out of that, it tells me that if you don't forgive your brother, he will not forgive you. So whatever the case is that you may have any anger against one of you, our brothers and sisters out there, if you don't forgive, you're not going to be forgiven.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
And you got to pass that word amongst our brothers, because we got this thing going on where he did me wrong and I'm going to fix him for that. You go get your little 38 and you want to solve the problem with that. That ain't gonna solve the problem, because
That 38 gonna cause some more problems.
You got to face the man at the end of the rope.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Now, he told you right then and there, you don't forgive him, you history, babe. I'm gonna send you to hell. You'll burn forever. And you think, where's hell at? On the sun? That sun been burning for billions of years. Just think about that.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for calling in. All right.
Right now.
Wow.
Something different every
For
day.
those of you who are late for church on
Yes.
Sunday,
Hey, you just
If
got
you were
it.
late,
Monday
yes,
service.
you got the Monday, sir. A day late, but he got you covered.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
got you right.
Now, again, if you just tuning in, we have Shabazz The OG. Make sure that you give us a call. It's 410-481-1010. Now, Shabazz,
Yes.
you're originally from Atlanta.
No, I'm not. Who told you that?
You're not. You're from Philly.
No, I was see,
From Miami?
No, what
Where you
they
from?
did, they confused you.
They got
I
me.
was born in Georgia.
Okay.
I was born in Georgia, not
Okay.
Atlanta, a place called Cordell. It's
Okay.
like maybe 165 miles south of Atlanta, like
Okay.
dirt roads. Like it's really the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was born.
Okay.
From there I went to Philly.
Okay.
From Philly, Miami.
All right.
You know, as home base. But you know, I lived other places, but the migration was from Georgia as a child.
Okay.
Then grew up in Philly, and then you know, about the last 9 years now, I've been in Miami.
So with all those different moving transitions, what's some trials and tribulations that you had to face?
Whew. I mean,
Some of them.
You don't know where to start. Where to start at?
right? I mean, you mean in the music industry, in the street, in relationships.
Give us a
I
little
done
bit of
had the trials,
everything.
I done had the tribulations, I done had it all.
A little bit of
Right. A
everything.
little bit of
You know,
everything.
I mean, you know, from a street perspective, you know, the tribulations were always the same for me, because my problem in the street has never been beef. It's never been disloyalty. Like I've had my run-ins. I've had my things that I've been involved in, but
Right.
primarily for me, honestly, it was always a struggle for me of, is this what you're supposed to be out here doing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it was always a struggle, like going against my fiber, you know, because I wasn't, quote unquote, raised in the street. I chose the street. My mother didn't raise me that way. I didn't get out on the block at 13 and had to get it how I live, and, you know, all these other cool terminologies we use, you know, by me being, you know, my mother has been a Jehovah's Witness since I was 5 years old, right? So being a part of that religion from a perspective of you got to do this because this is what your mom said, you know, who I was as an individual didn't correlate with that, you know. I like women or girls or females, the opposite sex, since I was 5.
Yo, you start off young.
Yeah, very. I had to come out and get right to it as soon as I understood what was what. Right. You understand? So when you're involved in a religion, to me, religion has to be something that you understand, that you're accepting. Because if you put it on someone, at some point in time, who they are as an individual could possibly rebel against that. And it's not that they want to rebel. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. It's more so it's like, Jehovah's Witnesses can't have girlfriends. I like girls. What's going on? You know, Jehovah's Witnesses don't play with guns. I done had a gun set since I can remember. Right. Now I'm 5 and I can't have my guns no more. Right. You understand? So it was just too much of a transition. So from 5 to 17 was just a constant rebel. Right. Because I couldn't do the things that I was naturally good at sports. I couldn't play organized sports. You know, I was naturally savvy and knew how to, you know, finesse my way around women. I couldn't have a girlfriend. So everything I did, it was a sneak. It was a behind the door. It was like, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the streets came in, you know, because it's like, I can't do this over. I don't want to do this. So I'm going over here and do this. Right. You know, but it's so crazy because my mother, to this day, still tells me and reminds me of a time when one of my friends, he got killed years ago. He said to her, or to me rather, I'm not like them. He don't even know what I'm out there for. You understand what I'm saying?
Deep, yeah. Right.
My man said that to me, but he's a cold killer. He ain't care. He if you do it to a guy, he'll do it to a girl. He had no picks. He was that type of guy. You know, so, you know, it was just one of those things where I learned my way around the streets. I learned how to be, you know, efficient in everything that I did. So the streets didn't really bring me no harm. I witnessed a lot, been involved in a lot, but I made it through because of the morals and values that my mom instilled in me. They carried over. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. Absolutely.
So the street, that's the biggest challenge. Females.
That's an easy challenge for you, huh?
I mean,
that's not even a challenge.
I'm the guy that, you know, that it's okay with me. Like, dudes be having these qualms and things against, you know, strippers and things like that. I done had a couple stripper girlfriends and loved them.
Long as she make that cash.
You know, it ain't even about the cash. You just like who you like.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? You just like who you like, you know, flaws and all. You know, the money part of it, you know, that's a different type of conversation. But, you know, it's just, my challenges have been minimal and nothing that I couldn't deal with because none of them broke me. Right. None of my challenges broke me.
So if you was able to have a conversation with your younger self, what would the conversation consist of? And would you do anything different in your life?
I probably wouldn't. You know why? Because people say that, but I think it depends on how your life turned out when that question is asked. Right. Seeing where I am right now, sitting in front of y'all, I understand everything that I've been through had to happen in order for me to be where I'm at now. Right. So, tweaks here and there, sure. Change, nah. I don't even know if I take going to prison back. I don't want to go back.
I was about to say.
Let's be clear about that. I don't want to go back, but I don't know if I'll take that back because the beautiful thing about what I'm doing right now with this whole Is It Worth My Life tour, you know, going out and speaking to these kids in detention centers and colleges and, you know, elementary schools, the coolest thing about it is there's nothing that any of them pretty much are experiencing that I can't share with them from my experience. So to me, it comes down to not about the truth, but more so my truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell them the truth, but my truth is so more profound than the truth because somebody can, if you tell somebody, all the reasons why they shouldn't go to jail. You telling them the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But if you never been,
Right.
my truth gonna be a little bit more different than yours.
Right.
See, because you could just, from what you hear, what you see, what you Googled, what you
Right.
studied, what you researched. I know about laying in that fetal position in the middle of the night crying, listening to them slow songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know about your heart beating 1,000 miles an hour when you call your chick and she don't pick up. And then you call back and she don't pick up. You call back again, they pick up, but then they hang up. Oh, you be ready trying to find the nearest hole to climb through to escape.
Yeah.
So you can see what's going on. Like, if you haven't been, you don't know those feelings.
Right.
You know, you don't know about the things you got to go through on a visit.
Right.
Coming and going. So, it's just like when you've experienced so much, you got so much to give back. That's why it's not but so much that I would change.
Right. Right. Well, if you just tuning in, we have Shabazz The OG. We're going to get into a quick break, but when we get back, we're going to talk more about the Is It Worth My Life tour.
Let's
Keep
get
it
it.
locked.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your invited. So gonna get to clap.
My song right there. I don't know. That's my jam. That Bruno Mars, he got a hit right there. That's like you say to a chick. You say that to a chick on the late night
No,
tip.
but the record crazy. But you know what's so crazy? When I first heard it, I thought it was Trey.
Trey Songz?
Yeah, but I wasn't
Really?
paying attention. It was just the
The vibe.
that's that vibe. I wasn't even paying attention to the voice per se. It was just when I heard the vibe, and then I heard them say Bruno Mars. I'm like, all right, Bruno, with his short self.
He does. He be killing
He
it.
gets
See,
busy.
Bruno a
He
little
does.
smooth. You know, Trey gonna get right to the point. Take down the panties.
Yeah,
Hey,
too
listen,
what I mean?
much.
Shout out to Trey. Trey, like, Trey, my little brother.
Hit him with the
like,
year up.
No, Trey, like, Trey, it's crazy, like, R&B coming up in my era, you got, you had, the Marvin Gaye's, and then you had the, like Atlantic Star, and,
Yeah.
and then all that kind of stuff. Now, it ain't no mystery, it ain't no coddling, it ain't no
Right.
coodling, it ain't no courting. Like,
It's straight to the point.
But the chicks contribute to it.
Yeah, they do.
They
do.
receptive to it. Like, it's just, Trey told him, you gonna know my name.
Yeah.
And the neighbors.
The neighbors gonna know my name. They gonna know, They'll be
Right.
banging on the wall, beating on the door.
Right.
It wasn't, it ain't, but hey, I ain't mad at it. Chapter 5 was that's my favorite album, Trey Song album, that Chapter 5, and he wasn't talking about nothing but nastiness.
Yes, exactly.
You like that album?
I don't like Trey really, believe it or not.
You don't like Trey
Everybody.
Songz?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I
You
just
don't like him or you don't like his music?
I don't know if I like the music. I mean, it's tolerable from what I hear on, the radio, but I'm not Trey Songz not my
Trey,
Oh.
Trey get you right.
Well, as far as R&B,
Yeah.
I like Bruno. No, Beyonce's cool, but Bruno,
I'm
he's
talking about the
caught on.
The
What?
male. No.
Oh,
Not,
like
not caught on, not rubbed off.
somebody that's
not,
been.
Who do you like? Who you been liking? See how I turned the interview around?
Yeah, he did. If you're just tuning in, we have Shabazz The OG, Shabazz
Yeah,
the host
the
at
host.
this
Yeah,
point.
I turned this thing
Shabazz
around.
the host at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
You cut it out.
Trey is cool.
Chris Brown or nothing.
Chris is cool. Chris, my guy.
Everybody
my
just
friend.
cool.
Everybody's cool. I'm sorry.
So you don't like nobody.
Not really. No.
So then you can't single my little brother out then.
Oh, I can out. Wait a minute. Hold on. I can single him
You
out.
can't single him. I don't like Trey. You
But
don't
no,
like nobody.
I feel like I like Chris. I don't even understand how this just got on me. I like Chris Brown more than Trey. But Trey, I don't know. He's like sight unseen when it comes to me. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
that's cool.
See me, I don't send the papers. I don't,
I just wanted you to defend your stance.
Yes.
That's all.
Well, thank you. If you're just tuning in again, we have Shabazz the
You can
host
have your
in the
show
building.
back.
We have the Shabazz the host. Now he just returned it to us.
Yeah,
He
you
just
know,
returned it back to
You
Deep Cover.
turned the ball over.
Thank
I'm
you.
passing it back.
Hey,
Just like how the Cavs did last. Okay.
Oh,
All right. All right. I'm done.
Don't do that.
Talk about
Do not-
turning
don't
the
do
balls
that.
over.
Huh?
Don't do that. Do
The
not talk about the Cavs.
What
Do
about the
not
Cavs?
talk about the Cavs.
He said they turned.
Hold on.
He
What
said.
about him?
He said you turned the ball over. I said just like the Cavs did last night.
So what? What about the Cavs? What about
I
him?
don't have
King.
nothing to say. We 2-0. That's it.
You know?
You chin up, my guy right there.
Y'all was 2-0 last year.
Okay,
What
it's
happened?
okay.
But guess
It's
what,
okay.
though?
Wednesday.
History repeats
Wednesday.
itself.
Listen.
Wednesday.
How long you been following basketball? And let me before
From
you
my
even
dad.
answer that. Before you even answer that, I could care less who win. Even
Yes.
though LeBron is a friend of mine and his team is, and I got friends on that team.
Right.
I could care less because when he silenced the haters when he was in Miami, he did what I needed him to do.
Yeah.
He did.
So I
respect LeBron.
I'm cool with
I
his
do.
legacy. Some people just don't like him because they just don't want him to win, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But my thing is, you've been following basketball long enough to know how this thing go.
Correct.
You win your first 2 games at home, you hype.
Turn.
He got a home court too, you know.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed.
His ball.
Excuse me, co-signer to my left. Okay. Continue.
His gym. His gym know how to pull the ball straight to the hoop too.
Yes.
Preach.
You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? He got a couple games to
understand.
play at home.
Correct. Wednesday.
Cavs in 7.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna say okay.
Yeah.
I like doing his own job. You know what? I really do. I respect LeBron. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I want to see him win, but I
He's
like
going
Kevin.
to win. There's no
I like
want.
Kevin. How much they paying you? Oh, okay. I like Kevin Durant.
Right.
That's my guy. Kevin
I'ma
Durant.
tell you what's-
Steph
what-
Curry. I like Golden State.
Right. Golden State.
I
gotta
do.
be-
Please don't sue. I'm not mad at you for being cool with
I'm
with
a
the
diehard
Cavs.
Cavs fan,
Well,
so I
get
take
over
everything
it.
personal when you talk about my guy.
Well,
LeBron,
they not
that's
paying
all.
you enough. You probably shouldn't take it
They
that
ain't
person.
pay me.
Hey,
But
you
they
gotta
turn the
take it
ball.
up.
They should put me on the court.
You gotta take it up with them.
See, I didn't even really see all of it. I didn't see most of the game. I saw some of it.
Right.
But like
right.
I said, man, I watch people really, really like go crazy over sports.
Yes.
Fight,
Yeah.
shoot, kill. Like
Right.
it's sport, like it's that fan thing gets a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it does.
So I like I said, man, I've been friends with those guys, you know, Rich, Randy, Brian, like since 04, 05.
Right.
You know, so I like him as an individual. You know, I
Right.
like his mom. You know, I like his family, I like his people. It's
Right.
right. So I like LeBron.
Yes.
So
right.
when he was going through what he was going through in Miami, that bothered me more than the whole basketball
Right.
thing. So
Right.
once he was able to get some rings under his belt, I wouldn't have cared if he retired.
Right.
I don't care how many finals he don't win or lose because all of this comparing him to Michael Jordan and all like.
Is he better than Michael though? What you think?
But listen, listen. That's an unfair question. Because if you like Michael Jordan, I'm not going to be able to change your mind.
Exactly.
If I like
That's true. Like him, you
LeBron
can't change his mind.
you're not going to be able to change my mind. Now, when you start, the only thing that proves those type of things, when you start talking about who's better, is when you start putting up numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
When you start putting up numbers against numbers, then what Jay said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Exactly.
So we're going to go numbers to numbers. I don't know what those numbers are,
Right.
but we're talking about eons of space between when MJ played and when LeBron is playing. I hate that question of, well, what if Mike was playing right now? If Mike was playing, that's just wasted air.
Yes.
That's a wasted conversation.
Exactly.
If Mike was playing now, he's not.
Right.
Let these young boys do what they doing, man.
Exactly.
Because right now, LeBron doing enough to make you forget Michael Jordan. The only people that want to have that argument is people who don't like LeBron.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is
That's
true.
it. That's the only
That
time
is
you want to
true.
have that conversation. You can't take away what Mike has done. But come
Right.
on, man. This, come on. The chosen one.
The chosen one.
This boy done
He
did.
is.
Yeah, a lot.
Since but come on, man.
He is. Shout out to LeBron. Shout
Yeah,
out
come on,
to LeBron. Shout out to the
Man.
Cavs.
Don't-
Shout out
can't
to
take
the
nothing from that.
Shout out to the Cavs. I wasn't taking anything. I'm
No,
just saying
not
the ball.
you.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was gonna say the ball turned over. I'm
No,
that's all I'm
don't get me wrong. You know, he's had his questionable moments as an athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, I always hear. You know, I was just talking to my man Chino last night. Chino ran up on me when I was watching the game, and he was like, "Nah, man, he cool, but he just a crybaby." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what a lot of people say.
Right.
But you know, I think when it comes to that, I just think a lot of people don't understand that he just may be in a space.
Right.
You know what it is? I don't think he understands his superstardom sometimes.
Right.
He
So I
does
think
it.
he sometimes forgets that you don't got to do that to get the call. You
Right.
LeBron, you're going to get that call.
Right.
You're
Right.
going to get it. And sometimes I think he just underestimate his superstardom.
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
in that case, all the great ones cry. In my books, in my eyes,
I
Tom
mean,
Brady
everybody-
cried, Michael Jordan cried.
Everybody cry.
To an extent.
They always
though.
want their cause. They want everything to go their way.
Everybody going to have their moments.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He may have more than people anticipate
Right.
or willing to accept. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take nothing away from his tenacity. I mean, like, that's my man. But like when I think about and this is, and I say this even more so than Mike. I don't think I've seen a more tenacious person that played with venom than Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my, and I'm not even a Kobe fan, but he's undeniable. When he get in his bag, he different.
Yeah, he is.
He different. He look at you different.
Mm-hmm.
He just different. And they say he patterned himself after Mike and all of that, and that's cool.
Right.
But Mike wasn't as tenacious as Kobe.
Right.
Because I think Kobe had something to prove.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all compare me to Mike, and I admire Mike, but I'm going to show y'all something.
Right. Right.
So, it's, you know.
Right. Well,
that's my basketball IQ.
I was about to say, all right. Well,
we done changed the whole
we changed the whole segment. We need another little break real quick. We're going to get into another break. If you just tuning in to Shabazz The OG, give us a call, 410-481-1010. Keep it locked. So, Shabazz, you got the Is It Worth My Life tour, where you go around and you speak to different people, different students, different detention centers. You just are a motivational speaker. So what made you want to become a motivational speaker?
The people.
Mm-hmm.
It came from I'm sorry, y'all.
Busy man.
It came from the Instagram platform, with
Right.
people actually starting to receive the messages from the videos. I never really designed this platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't set out to say, you know what, I'm gonna be a motivational speaker. Like, it wasn't my plan.
Right.
Well, what happened is, from the videos having so much reality to them and being so relatable to a lot of people in their everyday lives, I started to receive messages. I started to receive DMs. I started to receive these messages from single mothers, you know, females in questionable relationships, some men in questionable relationships. But the most profound messages were coming from young guys, you know, like still in the street, trying to find their way out the street. You know, OG, I don't have no dad. OG, I don't have no big brother. OG, your videos mean so much to me. So when I started getting those type of responses, then obviously I just continued to do what I was doing even more.
Right.
Until it caught the attention of who is now my manager, you know, KD, you know, somebody who's, you know, profound in the business. He's well versed in branding.
Right.
He understands the importance of, you know, philanthropic work, community service. So it just made sense in his eyes. Like, we need to make this bigger than what it is because it's needed.
Right.
This is not a gimmick. This is not a promo pitch. This is like, when we started to see these messages, it's like, yo, bro, these people really feeling what you're saying, and it's necessary. So we just put one foot in front of the other. You know, I always quote Jay, like he said in Fade to Black, you know, crack the door, leave it open, and let God walk in.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So quick question. How did you sign with the money team? Did you already have a relationship prior with Floyd?
This is
TMT.
I'm laughing because me and Katie laugh about this all the time. Because people always say, so how did you sign? Like, are you a boxer?
No, that's what G said.
Are you in the closet when Floyd is working out and screaming through the closet? And, like, how did this happen? You know, shout out to the champ, the whole money team family, especially Kichi. Yo, listen, man. I didn't sign with the money. It wasn't a signature required.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a signature required. What happened is, validity is lended to always being yourself.
Absolutely.
That's the key component of what I'm getting ready to express to you. Because I was just doing me, being me.
Right.
And like my mother always said, you never know who's watching.
Absolutely.
I didn't know Floyd was watching.
Okay.
Right.
I had no idea. You know, you never know what page he's looking at you from, so you never know if he's on Instagram. But unbeknownst to me, he was watching the platform. He was watching the videos. And then I put up a video one day that really particularly stood out to him, and then I just got his assistant and I, Kichi, and I've been friends since like 08, 09. And I got a text message from her one day a couple months ago back in February inviting me to his 40th birthday party out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, you know. And at the end of the text message that she sent me, she was like, you know, Champ wants you to know that he really admires what you do.
Right.
And he's a fan of the page, and he really likes what you got going on, and he wants to, you know, give you some money team, you know, gear when you come out here. So I'm just thinking that that's where it's going to stop at. I accepted the invitation. You know, Katie and I went to L.A., went to the party, went to the dinner party, went to his crib. We hung out, we kicked it, you know, bonded. Like, it was a natural, you know, it was a natural introduction because it just was organic. It wasn't forced. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't awkward. And a couple of days later, he went to Europe. You know, we had exchanged information, and he called me from Europe and was like, yo, I really want you to understand, like, when I say I got you. Like, you good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well, in return to you, let me take the TMT brand and attach it to what I'm doing.
Right.
You know, because I'm going out here in these streets really talking to these kids, going in these institutions. And, you know, I know the Money Team brand is, you know, known for the, you know, the entertainment aspect, you know, from Floyd perspective of boxing. But I can't give him no money. I can't buy him no clothes.
Right.
You know, so just as a gesture, it's like, yo, this will make sense on so many different levels. Obviously for myself, to be able to attach myself to a brand that's so profound and stands for such, you know, wealth and power.
Right.
But at the same time, what I'm doing for his brand to be associated with that. So he was like, go, press play, whatever you want to do. You know, I told you, I got you.
That's big.
And right after that, not long after that, he made sure I had the, you know, the Money Team logo, you know, in a file. So if I need to put it on something, you know, that I'm doing, like I could do that. Like he just embraced the whole situation off the rip. And it, like I said, we didn't grow up together. We had never met. We have plenty mutual friends that, you know, we shared, but him and I never met. The meeting came because he was watching what I was doing.
That's big.
And that's just the illest part about it. Like, it was no signing, it's no contract. You know, if I put on a Rock Nation hat tomorrow, I'm not gonna get fired.
Okay, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is me.
Yes.
I do this because that's just my sign of loyalty.
Right.
You know, so if you're gonna see me with, like, you know, AR Music is my artist, so you're gonna see me with a TMT hat on. You're gonna see me with an AR Music hat on.
Right.
You know, that's my artist. That's my family. You know, but Floyd embracing me, you know, this is my embrace in return, and we rocking.
That's respect. That's love.
Respect all the way. Now, your current relationship. Do you have a current relationship with the game? Have you talked about, you know, have y'all talked since the disagreement between him and Meek Mill?
No, Game and I are not friends at all. We don't have a relationship. We've met and we've spoken.
Right.
You know, he might not even remember that, but I do.
Right.
What happened with Game and Meek and me being involved, you know, like, you'll hear me reference certain guys in the industry as little brother.
Right.
Trey is one, Meek is another.
Right.
So when Meek was going through what he was going through with Game, I think I just, at that particular moment, that particular day, you know, just after all the Drake stuff and all that, I think I just got in my feelings and felt the need to protect Lil Bro.
Right.
Not to the extent of being disrespectful to Game, but more so just voicing my opinion on how corny I thought the whole situation was.
Right.
You know, I had spoken to Meek myself about how, you know, when a lot of these situations occur, like, dog, it ain't even worth addressing.
Right.
A lot of these cats in this industry that appear or present themselves like allies, you know, they really your foe. And you have to accept that and understand, like, everybody vying for the top spot, even when they smiling at you. You know, so I can have those kind of conversations with Meek to say, you ain't got to address everything, homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when that happened, I just gave my opinion, you know, and then, you know, Game's manager Wack gave his, and it kind of put everybody in a frenzy and an uproar. It's like, oh, now what's getting ready to happen between them?
Right.
Nothing. Because I don't do
that internet stuff.
Right.
Absolutely zero, unequivocally not.
Right.
I'm from a whole different mind frame. It ain't even about my era. I'm a different type of guy.
Right.
Because I know and I understand what can happen from that.
Yeah.
I know me and I know my peoples. And that's not to, you know, disintegrate or minimize anybody else.
Right.
But I'm not going to be on the internet beefing back and forth and talking about people and what I'm going to do to you. Or you can pull up. Like, I'm not doing zero of that.
Right.
You know, so when it started to go a little, I got phone calls from the West Coast. My people, you're like, Lo, you good? Like, I'm getting calls from Chicago. Yo, Baz, you good? And like, I'm straight.
Right.
You know, but what a lot of people didn't even know, like, that happened on a Sunday. Monday morning, me and Wack was on the phone.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
How was that conversation? How'd that conversation go about?
It was dope. Like, it was respectful.
Right.
Because if you look at the video, he didn't, he used profanity, so what? But he didn't disrespect me. He didn't say what he was going to do to me.
Right.
And even when we spoke, his whole perspective was, I just want you to understand you might not have gotten the whole story. So let me give it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we spoke, I mean, it wasn't no yelling, it wasn't no cussing, it wasn't no, you know, dig this here, check this out. You know, it wasn't none of that.
Right. Right.
You know, it wasn't none of that, man. Like, you know, I honestly developed a level of respect for him in the conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, now, all the other stuff that he gets involved in on the internet with other people and all of that, I'm not with that, but we had our conversation about what we talked about.
Right.
Anything else he does, not my business.
Absolutely.
When we spoke, it was a conversation between two men. It was respectful. We hung up the phone, and that was that. It wasn't no issue, so that's what we got left.
Straight boss talk.
Straight boss.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was. Like, you know, it's just man talk. Like, people throw that boss word around. You know what I'm saying? It was just, the internet causes problems. Man.
Right. Right.
It really does. It makes people forget that real life exists. You know what I'm saying? If I sit here right now and get to telling them, yeah, you know, because when I see you, I'm going to pull up and you can tell your mother. And
Too much.
Yeah.
Way too much. Too
outside still exists.
That's indeed.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of lives have been lost over pride and embarrassment. I try not to embarrass people, man, because you just don't know what type of response you're going to get from that.
Right.
And that's why I never went further.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could have came back. He definitely would have came back.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Right.
So then what happens is whoever got the biggest talk going to have the most to prove.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to be in that situation.
Right.
I don't want to put my guys, nobody that love me, in them situations, because those are the people you had to think about. You can't just think about yourself. You got to think about the people who care enough about you that if any harm come anywhere in your vicinity, you have people that's going to move on your behalf.
Right.
Right? I have to think about that.
Right.
That's what a lot of people don't think about. It's cool to know you got riders. But the cool thing is, don't put them in a position where they got to ride.
Yes. Right.
That's the cool part.
Right.
It's okay to have them, but the cool thing is don't put them in position where they got to ride.
Right, right. If you just tune in now, we have Shabazz The OG live in studio with us. Make sure that you give us a call. It's 410-481-1010. Shabazz The OG.
Yes.
In the building.
Yeah.
In the building right now.
Yeah.
So just gonna run with this straight stuff. We just gonna run with this straight stuff. So we got a game for you right now. BD, he likes to play a lot of games.
This is my part of the day right
This is
here.
his part of the day right
I'm
here.
Mr. Game Man.
Yes, go ahead. Introduce that game, BD.
All right, the game is called Drop That Beat. So basically, you get 10 seconds to guess the beat and who's the artist and the name of the song. So I'm gonna play a couple beats, play 5 songs for you. You gotta guess the beat. And then and if you don't guess it,
hold on. I'm on Instagram Live, so my live listeners,
They better help you.
y'all better help.
Yeah.
They better
So now
type
how the
quick.
game
It's 10
go?
the game,
seconds.
we gonna play the beat. You gotta guess the beat. You get 10 seconds. You gotta name the artist. You gotta name the song. But you only get 10 seconds though.
The beat, the artist, and the so,
No, you don't gotta name
Just
the beat.
know-
You just gotta name the
Just gonna hear
artist
the
and the
beat.
song. You
The
gotta
artist.
name the artist and the
Yes.
song.
You gotta hear the beat.
All right, y'all hear this?
10
right?
seconds.
No,
though.
are
That's
you ready?
it.
You ready?
We got 10 seconds, y'all.
Just
When y'all
10.
hear this beat,
Type.
If I'm stuck, y'all better help me. I got your back with the game deep. Have my back now when I need it.
This is the riders. Y'all willing to ride
Let's
right
go ahead
now.
and get to this first beat, though.
This your guy. This your guy, too.
This?
Philly native.
This little bro.
This little bro and them.
I don't know this beat.
Man, it's Meek Mill.
It's Meek Mill. His new single, Glow Up.
That's a new record.
Yeah.
I got some more stuff.
We got
for you.
some-
I got
let's
some
take it.
more
Let's
stuff.
throw it back.
I got some more stuff. Let's get to the next beat.
Let's throw it back. Throw it back.
Gave me a song he just dropped 30 hours ago. That's your bro. Making me look crazy. I'm going to tell you something right now, honestly, off the rip. Whether it's Meek, Trey,
Yes.
Fab, if it's too new, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't, because the new hip hop, the younger guys,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying.
I don't
know
know.
what they're talking about. I don't know what their
I
intentions
don't
are.
either. I don't either.
Yeah.
So,
hey, you're right.
I might go 0 for 5.
Yeah.
No.
All right, let's
I
do
wouldn't
it.
do you like that. I got some back in the day.
Go
for
ahead.
you, for
Bring
you.
it back to
you
him.
might have to hit me with,
Let's get to the next one.
rock the bells or something.
Get to this next one. Listen up. 10 seconds.
Oh, that's Nas. One mic.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, let's get to this
Let's go.
next one. Oh.
The original or
Original.
we going to original?
Yeah.
Who's that? Hey, Casey and the Sunshine Band?
No.
Hollywood Swinging. That's the.
Oh,
It is.
Oh, so this is not the original. This is not the original.
This is the. This not the.
It's not
original.
the original. This is
No,
This
hold
not the
on.
original. It's not the original one.
We was
What
going
you
for
know
face
about
stuff.
going
Yeah,
out
hey,
with
yeah,
red
yeah.
TV,
That's that one.
That's that. Okay.
Trying to live it
Hey.
up. Jig with it cut, sit, spin it up, right. Till I can't get it up.
Okay.
They stole that.
See,
Like,
we
you
got you.
can't be
See,
giving me
I'm a young cat.
Hey, come on now. Come on now. You're the original.
I did.
Swinging.
You got that.
I had Mace. You know what I mean? I ain't.
That's not Mace's record.
See,
You know, that's
Cool in the
what focus
gang.
his Jack-
Cool in the gang. Cool
That's
in
what
the
Puff was in his
gang.
Jack Boy bag.
Exactly. Oh.
Shout out to Puff.
Ooh, no,
That's what Puff knew what to do with an old beat.
Okay.
He going back. See,
Exactly.
that?
brought that
He
back
had me
to
fooled.
Hollywood
I ain't
swing.
know.
Definitely.
I ain't
You should have got some more fire though. Let's get to this next one.
one.
Your R&B tip. You like some slow jams. Yeah, okay.
I don't know the name of the song, but I know it's Mary J.
Yes,
I don't
that
know the
is.
song title. I can't front.
It
Be With You.
is Be With You by Mary J.
Be With
Okay, I just knew it was Mary. I knew the beat in the song, but I couldn't give you that title.
Yes.
But again, we got
That
one
was
more
good.
for you. It's the
One
last
more.
one. This the last one.
You gonna
We
kill it
4-1
with
right
this.
now. This the last one.
Come on,
Come
on, man. You gonna disrespect me like that when I was riding around in my white Acura with my Jean Paul Gaultiers and my colorful Coogee sweater, my Reebok Classic. Damn, I'm gonna get paid if it can't get played. The girl, slide on the ice, the escapade.
Hey.
And get your yaya with
With the
Hey.
marmalade, Lil Kim, Lil C.
Yeah.
the. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, off that hardcore album.
Yes. Absolutely. See, you did good. You did good.
I started this game. I haven't won yet.
You haven't won
I haven't
yet.
fooled nobody
You
yet.
haven't.
It's
You
just-
can't
it's-
get the
They
people.
tried to get me
It's
with
too
that
easy.
first record.
You can't fool
I
the
had to switch it up on
OG.
you. I was like, I got a little bit of new school with the old school, try to mix it in there.
Yeah, I mean, but God, that just came out. I don't even really know the song that good yet.
See, he's like a super Meek Mill fan,
Yes.
so he knows
Yes.
before it even
You
hits
know, let
the
me tell you
streets.
something. True story. The other night, what's the day? Monday?
Yeah.
I think it was Friday night. I'm in the house with my sister and my niece. So the night before, when Meek posted that Whatever You Want clip,
Yeah.
I didn't hear the song. I just heard the clip. So I hit him. I'm like, yo, bro, send me that clip. Like, I'm going to post that. So he sent the clip, but then he sent this other record. He sent the clip of another song he was doing. And I'm like, oh, man, you are really in your bag.
Yes,
Like,
he is.
But no, I'm talking about stuff that's coming up on this new album.
Wow.
Oh.
So I played that for my sister and my niece. My niece just turned 16 yesterday.
Nice. Happy birthday.
Yo.
My brother's birthday is today. He turned 21.
No, she turned the
Shout out
3rd.
to him.
Okay.
The 3rd.
Okay.
She turned 16 Saturday. Yo, my niece, she started singing Meek Mill songs and verse. Because when I played the clip, not the whatever you want, but the other one, she was like, "Oh my God, see, that's why Meek gonna always be my favorite rapper. I don't care who come out." She just went bananas, and then she just like mine when he had. She started singing Meek Mill records I didn't even know existed.
Oh, she a
16
diehard fan.
Yo,
She a diehard fan.
She is a diehard Meek fan. Like my 16-year-old niece know Meek records that I don't even know.
Dope.
Like seriously,
True
like
fan.
so I get you because
Right.
he got a lot of records.
Yeah.
He does.
You know,
Way too many.
I be so busy doing my own thing so much that I be hip to the records that they put out.
Okay.
But when they got them underground joints, I be lost. Like I be sitting and I be like,
Okay.
oh, all right,
Right.
you did that, okay, cool.
Right.
You know, now when Dreams and Nightmares come on or something like that, you know, I'm ready.
Right.
Right.
But you know, yeah, but I respect it though. 'Cause,
Nice.
you know, if you're a diehard Meek fan and you know those type of records, then yeah.
See,
Right.
I like what he did though. How he made it. He took everybody that's around him with him. You know what I mean? Everybody eat, and I respect that. Especially being
Right.
from my city, I respect that.
Yeah, where you from?
From Baltimore.
Oh, you from here?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's like this, man. That whole taking everybody with you thing is tricky. You know,
It is.
it is really tricky because what I'm a fan of, take who's necessary,
Right.
take who's productive.
Right.
Because a lot of time when dudes find themselves in situations, and it's not relative to Meek, I'm just saying in general.
Right.
When you take the wrong ones with you, and sometimes you don't know they're wrong until you find out they the wrong ones, because
Right.
sometimes you don't know what you get till you got it.
Hello.
But
Hello.
everybody needs to have a responsibility. Everybody. If we on the road and you with me, there needs to be something that you're doing.
Right.
You need to be the camera person. You need to be the manager. You need to
Right.
be the stylist.
Right.
You need to be the masseuse.
Right.
The manicurist.
Right.
All that.
It got to be something that you're doing.
Right.
Because what people don't understand is venues, places that you go to perform, and all of these things alike, they respect that.
Right.
They respect professionalism.
Right.
But when you're looking out for your homies, it's one thing to look out for them, but everybody has to pull their weight and
Absolutely.
and have some form of responsibility to make the engine go.
You know,
Right.
This is the engine.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts indeed. Well, this wraps up our time. I'm so sad. I
had
gotta
a
talk
great
to you.
time.
I gotta talk to him more off air because I had a good time. That's Shabazz The OG. Tell them where they can find you at. Tell them where they find you at. On Instagram. You got Instagram. I know you got Instagram. You're on live right now.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram Live. You know, everybody they looking. They,
Hey.
You know, yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Tell them where you at. I'll tell them where to find you at.
you gonna tell me what? You know what?
Shabazz The OG.
Okay.
Shabazz The OG. Find them on Instagram.
Yeah, SHABAZZTHEOG on Instagram.
Yes.
Shabazz The OG TV
Okay.
on YouTube,
Nice.
and then we have the tour page. Is it worth my life?
Nice.
Is it worth my life? Always ask yourself before you make any life-changing, life-altering decision. Is it worth my life?
Right.
That's the Instagram page. There's also an Instagram, also a Twitter for Is It Worth My Life, and a Facebook. And isitworthmylife.com is the website.
All right. Nice. I'm going to check it out. This concludes our portion. I'm Sierra, a.k.a. Blanca Gabbana.
And it's the host with the most, I am BD.
On Deep Cover.
Entertainment, it starts here.